What's up, guys? Back again here with the Afrigamer Plug. This is your corporate gamer, Prosper Mandu. And I'm going to let the others introduce themselves. We're going to go this way, then come back here.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your competitive gamer, Satar.
And it's your casual gamer, aka Jabali. AKA. It's Jabali over here. How are you, my pookies? Leo hajaita jina yangu, so how are you, my pookies? I missed you guys. Yeah.
So today we have a very special guest who might need an introduction for those who are not familiar with her game. So this is...
Hi everyone, I'm Quinaro. I'm an esports athlete and law student at the Kenya School of Law.
You heard. Miskia. Gamers, law. So we'd want to start off quickly and properly. So before the money, what did gaming mean to you? So there's the aspect of money, and now without the money.
So before the money came, I think gaming was just a form of self-expression, and I don't know if I should use the word escapism because of the negative connotations associated with it, but it was just a way for me to express myself, a way for me to explore different worlds, and just a way for me to be myself.
Mr. Elvis.
Yeah. Why me?
You know you. You know what you are.
You know, always catching strays on this show.
Of course, you must. And to take it back, because each one of our guests will ask them this question. Which console or which game did you start with?
My very first game was a cartridge. I think the old school cartridge games. I don't know if you remember the old school duck shooting games back in the day. Yeah, that was my very, very first game.
And from there, how did you progress on?
I then progressed on to, I remember there was the PS1, but that was a family friend because my parents were still a bit skeptical about the whole gaming thing, but yeah.
You played PS1?
Yeah, but at a family friends.
Valid. So I'm the only one who has never played PS1 here.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always missing out, bana. Yeah.
Then my cousin had a computer that had games like Street Fighter, Tomb Raider. Then my dad finally getting us a PS2. Now that's kind of the exposure to games like Tekken, Soul Calibur, King of Fighters, more Tomb Raider, Mortal Kombat, etc. Then the PS3, then PS4, then now finally the PS5.
That's game. So now, which one did you find more enjoyable?
Game or console?
Both.
I think of the PS2 because I think it just had some of the most classic games at the time, and I think the PS2 was just like really peak gaming in my opinion. I think my most classic game would be AP Escape 3.
I've never heard of that game. What is it centered around?
Basically, I love two kids. So the two main characters, you can choose between them. Then it's about saving the world from apes.
So it's basically saving the world from Elvis.
Come on, Elvis. He's a little bit involved.
Tell you.
He's a little bit involved. A little.
No, I always tell you, Faza is racist.
Who?
Ati Faza. Fazil Satar. Is it Fazil or Fizal? Everybody tell me your first name. But I'm saying it, but I can't say it.
How long have you known him?
No, I always call him Satar. But
Use that.
Please tell me the first one. How is it?
Fizal.
Yeah. Hey, let me just call you Satar, man. Satar is racist. Yeah, at least remember that. Keep that.
You're the last person. Exactly. I mean, he has his favorite monkey here. Moving.
But then if I say that, that's racist.
Okay.
When the brown guy says it's racist.
When the brown guy says it, Prosper, you have some answers to some questions.
Some answers to question.
Let's not talk about how your typo, your phone was.
Right, my
fucking
typo.
Everywhere. This guy is
that's my keyboard.
He's saying to type Pluto. He say, what was it saying?
Tito.
Tito. This guy was tripping. But sorry, it's something from the WhatsApp group. But I had a question for you. I have a problem. I was asking, there's this one game. You've said you went through, the computer games period. I was also, at that time, I was also playing a lot of computer games. And one of the most common games that was on everybody's computer was Prince of Persia. I don't know if you guys have played
Of
it.
course.
Yeah,
presumably.
I played Prince of Persia.
Is it still on these days, or is there anything going on about
There's
Prince of
a-
I
Persia?
heard
on PS5
Ubisoft
there
are
is.
going to do a remake of The Sands of Time. So I think that's going to be announced in 2026. But even then, I'm skeptical because of all the problems that Ubisoft is currently facing.
True. Really true.
But I did see Prince of Persia. They did a remastered version
When
on
was that?
PS5. Like there's 3 different ones.
I've only played the only Prince of Persia played was the.
There was like
on
3
back
ones,
then.
3 other ones. I don't remember what they were called, but they
I'll check
were
them out. One of the
remastered.
best
Yeah.
games, bro. I still miss it to date, man. It used to be our bonding time with also my mother and everyone.
Why not your dad?
My dad is a serious man, man. I actually changed that
I
game.
thought you went for milk. And
Nah. There's always milk at home, bro.
So now I'd want to go into the segment of when the passion started coming. Obviously, you started as a way to pass time, to avoid some things. So when did the passion start?
I've always had the passion for gaming. What do you mean?
Did it like?
What she said?
She's always had a passion for it.
Yeah, I mean that's how it started.
No.
Yeah, because you said when the passion started, so
passion.
I'm just like, what do you mean?
Pole basi.
Wasn't there like a turning point where you felt like, you know what, like
You see these 2 illiterates, let me just stop them there. When the money came in and like, the sponsorships and going all big and stuff, big ups by the way, did it turn from passion to money? Is that what they're trying, like I think that's what they're trying to ask. Like, did
yeah.
the money end up changing it to, it became more of a job than something fun?
Yeah, but I think that was just after years of building my craft and my reputation. So I think that when I think it started becoming more about the money thing sometime in 2019 thereabouts. Yeah.
And did it ever feel like it's draining, or okay, as a creative and getting to a point where you're starting to earn money from something you used to do out of purely passion and everything, when you start getting the money and when you're actually, it gets to a point where you're doing that thing for the particular amount of money, did it ever become draining? In content creation it becomes draining because you're doing a video and you have to do a video for a company, so you feel like I don't like doing this, but I have to do it. So I start feeling like, creating content becomes something of a burden.
Yeah, I think initially it could feel like that because I think when you start taking some jobs, I think it's because you're just really honored to be there, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
So then you find that maybe the company maybe has some particular, I don't know if I should say deliverables, or they may constrain maybe your vision of how you want to do the video to sell to the audience. And I think that's where I think very firm boundaries need to start coming in. You don't just pick every job that comes your way, because sometimes it can be a poisoned chalice. Yeah.
I understand you. You guys go on.
So now, when it came to growing now your image in Kenya, how is it breaking that barrier?
Do you mean clarifying?
Now, when people think of now the female gamers and now the aspect of this not a girls' sport in quotes, or rather a girls' game, how did it feel breaking that barrier and also being where you are now?
I didn't really think of it like that. I think I just saw myself as another person in gaming. I think those expectations come more from come more from the outside. That's not really, I'd say, my perception per se. It's just how the world has decided to build an industry based on hierarchies. I think that's just the unfortunate side of capitalism. Because something like capitalism necessitates hierarchies based on race, based on gender, based on country of origin, etc., etc. So when you are in a male-dominated male-dominated kind of place, it is unfortunate, but I think that it doesn't really have anything to do with me. It has everything to do with the person who has chosen to project what they see because there's only so much that I can control. Yeah.
Facts.
I like that because now, usually what we like telling people. So you haven't. Which major games do you focus on now in terms of professionally?
I just play Tekken 8.
Okay, so for
You don't
those
play any other game
Like professionally now.
or professionally.
Yeah.
and for fun at the moment.
For fun, I have tons: Baldur's Gate, Assassin's Creed, Dispatch, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Sackboy Adventures, etc.
And now, for those who think they can beat her, because I don't think you can, we can set up whoever thinks they can beat Queen Arrow, come through.
And it's a money match.
It's a man, exactly. Man, put your money where your mouth is. Wherever you are, come through.
Please, be
Because
ready.
Exactly. Because I've seen multiple tournaments, people trying their luck, but to no avail. Because now but you do play Mortal Kombat, but not competitively. You play.
Yeah, I quit that.
How comes?
I just didn't like the balancing of the game. And sorry, Warner Brothers, another just really don't know how to make a fighting game. And even the casual games, like I think the Suicide Squad, that was a flop.
True.
Yeah. So I don't think they really know how to handle the IP that they have. They have gold mines of IPs, but I think they're just banking on download the DLC, like with Mortal Kombat 1, I think there was Homelander, Omni-Man, and I think they're banking on that rather than actually focusing on making a good game.
Good game, true.
Yeah.
Because now to bring DLCs, and now some become overpowered, and others now just phase off the game itself.
Yeah, so it's not really an enjoyable game, and I'm so glad I didn't pre-order.
So in the end of the day, which one is technical? Which one is the most technical of the fighting games? Between MK, let's add Injustice there. Tekken.
Honestly, I think every fighting game is technical, but I think the most level of depth I've seen, and I might be biased, is Tekken.
Injustice is
seen-
ass.
Justice is trash.
Yeah, I've seen even some of the best pros, Arslan Ash, Nia. You wouldn't be able to. They'd actually tell you that they still haven't had like a full mastery of Tekken despite the years of experience in the game. Because there's always something new to learn.
Valid.
That does make some sense. And now, the competitive angle for those who are watching. Now, with hearing what Twitch had done for monetizing in Kenya in general, is there money that can be made from gaming?
Yeah, I still think there is money to be made from gaming. There's brand deals. There's consulting.
Specify.
Yeah, I know brand deals are. They're not. I mean, they're not. They're fine. They're few in between. But I still think it is a valid avenue. But I think that
It's very hard.
it's very.
I was doing it for 8 years, COD. So
And it depends on the game also.
yeah, honestly. But
And
even Tekken in Kenya right now is also underlooked. If you think about it, the Tekken scene. If anything, you FIFA guys have gotten it more than the two of us combined.
True.
Yeah, there's speaking engagements and consultation that I have done with different entities. Content creation, though, it's a very, I'd say, mixed bag because you have to really rely on community support. And I think for a lot of streamers who've been doing it on Twitch or TikTok, there's a heavy reliance on your community to come through for you. Then there's the occasional tournament winnings, but then because Kenya doesn't really have a very consistent tournament culture, and if it is, I think in the minds of corporates, I think when you talk to them about gaming, they're just like, oh, FIFA.
True.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I had no
Thank you. Someone else with
Yeah.
me here.
No, and it's no disrespect to the FIFA community because FIFA is a game and it is deserving of its,
But it's like always had the spotlight
Yeah,
for all the years.
there's just a lack of, I'd say, awareness and education.
Yeah.
Or I think because, again, capitalism, there's a very huge, I think a lot of the money that maybe brands might be able to funnel into gaming is skewed heavily towards what will give them an immediate return
Yeah,
on
everyone
ROI.
can play FIFA.
So I think for them, they know because FIFA will just automatically bring the numbers. Because if you let's say put a FIFA tournament that maybe has like a million shilling prize pool,
You
you'd
see
be
the numbers
guaranteed
The whole country.
2,000. Yeah, it'd
Plus,
be
yeah.
2,000 plus attendees.
Yeah.
And then And I think that money could be used in maybe structuring a league a proper league that maybe runs a couple of months and is spread across titles. But again, there's no foresight or vision or philosophy in how things are done in this country.
True. And now, on the part of now, how streamers or rather gamers can earn money, is there any platforms which now can be used in the African market to earn money through streaming?
We still don't have a streaming platform that's skewed towards the African market because I'm sorry to say, but Africa isn't playing by the rest of the. We are playing by other people's rules. We're not playing by our own rules. So unfortunately, if we're still using platforms like Twitch, we are still using TikTok, we're still using YouTube. And even then, like, because I was actually just Googling because I've been trying to see, like, is there any, like, are we being given a fair share, like, our counterparts in the rest of the world? You find that the monetization, like, YouTube doesn't have the same monetization that they provide the American or European creators. TikTok, we still don't have the TikTok partnership here in sub-Saharan Africa. I think it's only available to, I don't know if it's Morocco or something. And I think, and then now for Twitch, because of what the Kenya Kwanza administration did with the Finance Act of 2023 and 2025, they withdrew the monetization. And something tells me once Kik's legal team gets wind of that, like whatever demands the Kenya Kwanza government decides to come in with, again, they may decide to withdraw monetization. And I think it's just, it's kind of like the writing on the wall that Kenyan gamers need to stop being reactive. We need to start being more proactive because you have to realize nobody is coming to save us. We're our only salvation, and the faster we get with the program, the better it will be for us because we'll stop being caught off guard by some of these myopic policies and we'll be able to actually advocate for ourselves.
Yeah.
That's a hot take. And now, how do we grow as Kenya now, playing by our own rules but managing to penetrate now the other markets?
I think we need to actually just go back to the drawing board collectively as a country. And we have to start realizing that our industry doesn't live in its own bubble. We are shaped by local policies, we are shaped by global geopolitics, you know. And you have to realize, and we have to just understand that this country does not have a philosophical foundation. We do not have a philosophy that's hinged on people thriving. You know, the British left 1963, and we think we've just been getting on with business without actually realizing who we're doing this for and why. You know, it's just about like hustle, make money. And, you know, like if it means, you know, dragging people, you know, if it means stepping over people to get what we want, then we're just more than happy to do it as long as it means getting the bag. And I think it's very, very unfortunate. And when I say that we're affected by local and global geopolitics, as I said, what the Kenya Kwanza administration did with the whole Twitch thing, that, you know, it's it's an issue of the chickens coming home to roost. Global geopolitics, we find that earlier in the year, Donald Trump issued tariffs on China. And it I think the good thing, it exposed that we're just paying for brand names, especially if you're trying to build a gaming PC, you're just paying for the brand, you're not actually paying for quality per se. But at the same time, it's now coming to affect us because I think those of us who've been shopping around for RAM, like you've seen like how because of artificial intelligence and how much the US government is putting all its investments towards AI, the price of RAM has shot up. Like something that you might have gotten for like 10,000 shillings. You're buying it at literally, I think I saw it's like now like $500. DDR5 RAM, mind you.
That's a big bump.
It's the same thing like when NFTs and cryptocurrency were all the rage. The price of GPU shot up. So I think that's why I'm saying we need to stop playing by other people's rules, and we need to go and we need to start actually having conversations that will actually allow us to be more proactive in shaping the future of this industry with our bare hands. Our politicians are not going to come to save us because you've seen they're all out for themselves.
Yeah, facts.
You know, the IMF, the World Bank, they aren't here to save us. It's going to be for us, by us.
True. And now, how does you had gotten your brand deal, if you still have it at this time, and now how does someone need a huge following to approach these brands, or how do they go?
I think when it comes to the whole like getting a deal with a brand, it's a very, I don't even know what to say, to be honest, but I think it's more of like, yes, your reputation needs to precede you, and number two, your values as a person need to also align with that of the brand, because people just think you just go taking everything that you're offered, and I think if you start acting like a mercenary who gives the services to the highest bidder, it doesn't work at the end of the day. I think as a creator or as a gamer who might have like a reputation, and because even numbers, it's an issue of your audience. It's an issue of audience trust. It's not necessarily about having like 100,000 followers on whatever platform.
Yeah.
It's about audience trust at the end of the day.
What do you mean by audience trust?
Like,
There's
there's a reason why your audience follows you, and it's because maybe they vibe with whatever that you have to say or to offer. So like when let's say a brand approaches you to sell something to audience, your audience is more likely to buy it because it's coming from, let's say, their favorite creator or something like that. But that's why I'm saying there's also a degree of you have a duty of care to your audience, in that you can't go. That this is where your values have to match with that of the brand. You just don't take it because they're offering me, let's say, $1 million to sell this to my audience. Like, you have to ask, what is this brand about? What's their reputation like? And I feel like someone in that position, like I have a duty to also protect my audience, because why would they just sell something that I'm not even in alignment with the the values of the brand? So I'm not even going to be able to do a good job for them. And let's say if I go selling something that let's say the brand has a shady reputation or something, like let's say like with the current ongoing Palestinian genocide, some brands have been culpable in that in that kind of nonsense. So why would I align myself with a brand or a government entity that's been causing harm to civilians in the name of it's a hustle, it's the bag or whatever?
Biggest example, the content creators who went to
Israel. on the dime of the Israeli government.
That was pretty sad.
Big ups to her.
That was pretty sad.
Big ups to her. She knows ball.
She knows ball. That was pretty sad, man. Some of them I know some of them personally, and yeah, that was pretty low.
No, I was forced to block some. I think everyone who went on that list, I just blocked them because I never followed them to begin with. But it's very unfortunate, because are you seriously that desperate for money that you're willing to?
Baby killers.
There are literal videos of these people taking out even up to kids and everything.
Babies,
and they're still going there. And the part that hurt me the most is they're going there with the name of God, going to see the holy city of God and everything, and
it's a bunch.
Don't do that.
Honestly, sorry. It's a bunch of bullshit. Honestly,
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, so for me, it's very painful, because I can't unsee what has happened the last 2-3 years.
Valid.
And I'm like, you people, your audience trusts you, So why would you do something like this, like bowing down at the altar of
like even the same thing with
capital?
Dubai as well. Like the content creators going there to Dubai, even though they know what's happening in Sudan.
Even, and that's very difficult for me as well, because the thing is this about Dubai, it's unfortunately they've done enough. Like, that's what I'm saying. The element of geopolitics, and our industry is not immune from that. So where do we draw the lines? And that's something I can't answer for that for you as a creator, because for all I know, you might actually align yourself with the values of the entities that are behind these kinds of catastrophe. And if that's okay, that's you, and that's fine. But for me as a creator, I have to draw the line somewhere.
That's very valid, to be honest.
And what myths do you think that Africans have about gaming that you wish they could remove from their mind, like their mindset? What do you think they can change in order to be better and do better?
Myths regarding gaming.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I think first of all is that gaming is just like a waste of time. Because I think it's work just like anything else. Even if some of us are doing it for fun, for those of us who are like in the professional side of the
It's a
industry,
lot
it
of
is
work.
work at the end of the day because, there's the whole I have to keep up with I have to keep up with the times. I have to keep up with what's going on in the industry to see how my skills need to evolve to match what's going on. Because even like I was watching a video earlier before I came to I came here. I think it was basically about influencer fatigue, and I think also part of that conversation was regarding artificial intelligence and how it might end up actually replacing actual human influencers. Because for at the end of the day, for brands, as I said, as long as it's our entire system is hinged on capitalism, they'll go for what will save them costs. At the end of the day, AI doesn't get exhausted. So people are creating AI creators and influencers. So it's just easy to put in prompts for a brand to create whatever is and just to put whatever product placements that are necessary. And I think that's something people need to we need to be aware, and we need to, I think, be a bit more proactive in advocating for ourselves in this time. But at the end of the day, that still goes to my point about me keeping up with what's happening in the world. That's part of the work. Number two, that gaming is gambling. Our legal system still has the word gaming that connotates with gambling in a lot of our statutes. Sorry. So I think if we had a more forward-thinking government and we also had more proactive creators, I think this is something that our parliament should have addressed quite a long time ago. So I think this is a failure of policy. Because let's say the Consumer Protection Act of 2013, that was literally over 10 years ago. Gaming is considered gambling. It's gambling under that particular policy. The Betting and Lotteries Act of 1963, 66, thereabouts, same story. So we need to find a way to actually have Parliament address this with the seriousness that it deserves. But as long as it's not politically convenient for our government to address that issue, then I don't think that's going to be... It's not going to change anytime soon. And as long as for us as the creators or the gamers, as long as we treat it as a non-issue, again, we're going to keep getting off guard with funny policies that are coming up at the behest of the Kenya Kwanza administration in future.
But on the government side, it's quite hard to get anything changed, because if you even check at the people, look at the people who are in the parliament, they are nowhere close to like any understanding of this other side, this other world that we live in.
That's what I'm saying. And a lot of them are baby boomers.
Yeah, exactly. Because look at the youngest, Babu, and really, will you even tell him about gaming and will he listen to you? No, he will go the other side of education and everything else. Look at everyone else. So it's also a matter of how gaming is portrayed, how it is taken. I'm sure if you tell somebody like Babu, to like look at this side of gaming, help us with this and this, he'll mostly take it as...
And that's what I'm saying, as long as it's not politically convenient, unless they see that it's going to serve their maybe interest of maybe getting to a position of governor, senator, or whatever political aspirations they are. Maybe if, like, let's say I know we have many gamers, but you don't have concrete data. But if the guy saw like there are 2 million votes to be had, because let's say we have 2 million gamers in this country, and they want this policy change, they will find it politically convenient.
True, because now whatever they table usually passes depending on what it is and who has asked for it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think you will know something like a term called lobbying that's used in the United States.
Yeah.
Like basically corporates have buying up, lobbying particular senators or
Yeah.
House of Representatives
Yeah.
and stuff like.
Buying
So
them off
and
paying
it's
them
more
off.
or less the same thing that happens in this country, because some of these funny laws that are passing.
I've seen
Yeah,
a
if
few,
you know,
yeah.
you know, essentially.
Yeah, I've seen a few. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's just a double-edged sword which doesn't even help anyone. It's just there to make sure everyone is stuck in their own place. And now I'd want to, before we finish off, now for someone who is starting, let's say a girl child, how would you motivate them to grow and now be better now in gaming and also going into streaming?
Wow. Okay. I don't think I'd have any gender specific advice.
Yeah, but just
I'm just saying
someone is
generally,
going-
like
yeah.
someone wants to start out as a gamer is. I think people need to understand that gaming is a long term craft. It's not just something that you just decide, oh, I'm going to start playing video games professionally. You have to have, as I said, you need to have an understanding of what the industry entails, and depending on what part of the industry you want to work, maybe content creation, production, game dev, etc. You need to understand what you're getting into, the kinds of tools and resources that you need. And another thing I'd say is don't quit school just to follow this whole gaming thing, because I think if you also see like what's happening with global trends, sponsorships are starting to go down in measure because, you know, cost of living, inflation, and corporates just wanting to cut on costs. So I wouldn't say like, and especially in this continent, I wouldn't say hedge all your bets on gaming, because our industry still isn't stable. You don't have the right structures and policies in place that have protections for the various stakeholders. Another thing is that you need to build skills and community. Those are the things that will get you through. And also identity. You need to understand who you are and what you're all about in this industry especially. And finally, please put in all the necessary boundaries, protect your mental health. Boundaries are something I really wish had been very strict on when I was starting out. And you need to understand, okay, what is it that I'm looking for in gaming, and how do I get there? And then that's where you start to draw the boundaries of what's okay for you and what's not. People will think that you're arrogant, you're prissy, or whatever, but they can suck it, you know?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was told I'm arrogant when I first came on as a guest. Apparently.
No, I get that all the time, that I'm arrogant or I'm unapproachable, but that's more about you.
How you see me.
It's not how I see myself.
We started before.
Satar wasn't arrogant. He was a bully. You're
What did I do?
you're a fucking bully. You're a fucking bully.
What did I do, Prosper?
Don't
Nothing.
you dare.
Just catching
The
straight.
episode is still on, bro. The episode is still on. I mean, it's still on YouTube. I was
Okay.
watching it with Melvin the other day with him,
Uh-huh.
and he was just laughing at the way I was being roasted the whole episode.
But you deserve it.
Was I lying?
Was he lying though?
Was I lying?
Prosper. But the day Prosper will be on my side,
Never.
I'll go
When
find
you
him.
have sense.
Man was posting a story. Challenge. You got work quite badly.
Kuna bana, but they are supposed to talk
Nyamaza.
about that, baby. I'm trying to start a league. I've been riding people.
Guys,
Only 2 losses the whole night.
whoever beats Elvis, for every goal you score, I'll send you 100 bob, I swear down.
We're clipping that. And for every goal I beat them,
You get nothing.
You get nothing. You
I
play
still
you
beat
play
them,
that
sir.
game instead of
I'm
working.
too good, bro. I'm too good. This
Those are the final wise words, eh?
That's the first wise.
And
Those are
then-
your
and
final
then we
words.
just see
First
the
First
story.
one.
Huh?
First.
Say his
What are you
name.
saying?
Say his first name.
We said final wise words.
Yes.
No,
Say his
You
first
said
name. Say his
final
first
wise
name.
words.
Yes. Say his first name again.
You won't bore me, but
Yeah, you know, it's always coming to the brown guy. Yeah, your fellow brother here is doing the
no.
most.
No. Fuck you all. You too, and Nashpai too.
Wow.
I remember.
She's behind the camera.
Fuck you, Nashpai. Yeah, fuck you too.
You, I understand.
I beat her taken, and then she ran away, and then she started telling
She
me.
played clean up.
Oh,
I
wait,
mean, no,
wait,
MK.
wait. We have something we have to table. No, we have something to table. So, we were at a children's home on Saturday, and Elvis was beaten. No, but a lady. The gender is not the issue. It's the issue that you try to deny it. And Bishop, I'll send the video of Elvis now denying it.
No,
wait.
listen.
Before you even go ahead,
She
with
knows.
that,
She's trained.
Wait,
She's trained.
We know sing you the best.
You.
Yeah.
I know shorties that could whoop both of you in code.
Not
it's
code, not
about-
code,
it's
not
I'm
code.
just saying in
Not
general,
code.
like
No.
this thing of Ati, if a shorty plays it or if a guy
No,
plays
is
it's all about like look at Queen Arrow, yeah. The reason why Queen Arrow is as good as she is because of the amount of years she spent on her craft. Elvis, you just shit. Yeah.
No, but they on FC Mobile. Come tell me that. And bring in on.
Come
tell
eat
me
football.
that. Okay, we go game.
Ciao.
Both games.
And then COD after. COD
you
mobile.
play football?
I'll come COD mobile.
Good mobile.
Yeah,
Perfect.
bet.
Thank
You
you.
seen?
Thank you. Please.
Winner gets
Please.
2K.
Yeah.
I don't play for free. I play
You
for
know,
money.
It's exactly money match.
Satar and Prosper, they have had periods where they have not been touching grass. I can't be putting myself in
These
the
have,
same
the
path.
last time I turned on my console
Bro,
was
I'm more
was
in my
what?
I'm more on in my car going out than on the console.
your car saved you, your job saved you. So you see, there's a
wait.
difference.
get your money out.
And me?
What's your
My excuse.
You just shit.
I've never been like
She's a whole law
I'm a casual
She's a
gamer.
whole law student and a professional esports athlete. What's your excuse?
Now, to be honest, even if you
My
listen to her,
sister
like,
studied law, so I know how hard it is. And she's
that's what
managing
I'm
both.
saying. She's like, props to you. She's brilliant because the way she's
No,
even
he's
speaking.
changing the
you
subject.
can tell.
Subject.
But
Why you don't-
for me,
why-
I can't compete
You're not
with
good at
pro
multitasking.
gamers. But let me
You
tell
can't
you,
multitask.
the one place I can always promise you, I'll whoop your asses even if you come together. You and you, FC Mobile. You, Mortal Kombat. Nashpai Mortal Kombat. You just focus on. No,
Challenge, yes,
no, I
challenge.
challenge
you
her in Mortal Kombat.
Okay,
Oh, no, she'll train me.
no, Mortal Kombat, not what
Or
she
you can
plays
play me in
professionally.
MK.
Yeah.
Yeah, just know I grew up playing MK.
Man, I'm always fighting for my life here, bro.
There's no game you're going to win
for my
here.
life.
There's no game you're going to win here.
No, FC Mobile, that one I'm sure, but
Any console
one
that you
can't
don't
really
challenge.
touch me. You have grown up with consoles.
Not me. We have a guest here. Any console.
Any console game.
Any console game.
FIFA. Have you ever played FIFA?
I mean, I played casually, but I'm not really interested.
Trust me, he's trash. Trust me, he's trash. Don't worry about being interested. He's trash.
No, that's fine. Alright, guys.
She has said she's not interested. So that's
Even
it.
you.
You're going
That's
to get
it.
whooped. That's what
it.
that's
No,
what matters.
That's it. So guys,
So-
it's been
No, first of all, thank you, Queen Arrow, for
Taking
taking
time.
time out to pull up here. We do appreciate your wisdom and all the facts she's spoken today. I think out
Yeah,
of
fact.
every content creator / esports athlete,
you've had
she said everything how it is, how it's
Mhm.
been,
yeah.
and that's
And how it should be.
big ups, man. Respect, honestly speaking. Yeah. Now you can say goodbye.
We appreciate you. And thank you guys. It's been us, the Afrigamer, Elvis, and the two dweebs.
Elvis
and the two what?
And an amazing guest. And it has been an amazing episode. Catch you guys, my pokies, next time. See you. Tell them bye.
Let him be. Let him have.